gentlemen, welcome to AMO Wrestling. Starting off tonight hot as we are now. We have this episode and one more until we start off. Magnificent 16. Of course, this is not a normal day. We usually try to keep it at a Tuesday, but quite honestly, we're not going to be hitting Tuesday for a minute. But starting off tonight, coming to the ring first, he is currently the COH, North American Champion on Overdrive, Joshua Lockhart. And his opponent, I'm gonna try out a nickname. I'm in good spirits. And his opponent, the Dirtbag, Randy Rebel.
Last night the little angel came pumping on the floor. She said, "Come, baby, got a license for love. And if it expires, pray help from above. Because in the midnight hour, she cried more, more, more. With a rebel yell, she cried more, more, more."
Matchup now underway between these two men. It's everything on the line here this evening. Between the two, well, not everything, because the title is not on the line. Right now, Randy getting him up, and oh gosh, Buster right off the bat. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, Magnificent 16 coming up next weekend, which will actually be that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, as long as plans work out in those favors. Currently, as the time of the recording of commentary here, we have 8 people announced. One of these two men could be walking in and walking out, as actually this matchup here right now is a Magnificent 16 qualifier match. The winner will be able to walk into the Magnificent 16. Or the loser might just have to watch from home. But Joshua Lockhart able to take him down. Of course, Randy having that uphill battle. And Randy in a worse for wear situation here. Lockhart getting out of the ring now. And oh, locking in that knee bar, wrenching away. But a kick off might just make the difference, but oh, up and over. With up to a count of 5 in that spiking DDT. Now throwing him over into the ring post, up to a count of 6. back inside the ring, taking a moment to taunt back to the stomach. Lockhart sending him to the outside. Back outside. Lockhart with that knee bar yet again, trying to cut away all of the possible athletic natures in this matchup here. The chat might be taunting to break some fingers here. Right now, Lockhart setting him up against the ropes. It's now moving out to the outside. Very dangerous position and jumping off. Spiking head first onto the outside, but Randy trying to get back up, possibly a little delirious, delusional. Any of the other D words you want to throw in there. And Randy with a big uppercut, sending him at an attempt to send him back into that barricade, and now back restarting the count as Lockhart has been dropping Randy on its head, trying to move on, possibly looking to not only hold a title but even have the opportunity to gain a title. As all of the Gambit holding titles here and elsewhere. But now, to a count of 5, Lockhart still staying outside the ring. Randy possibly even taunting yet again. I don't think that's a smart plan here. But now, heart lock in bound. Trying to cut off the circulation to the head as Randy just suffocating inside. Finally, and now just rolling him into a cover. 1, 2, 3. And Joshua Lockhart. Brutal. Through and through. As Lockhart moves on to Magnificent 16. And Randy eats another loss.
We stand, worlds apart, hearts broken in two. Sleepless nights, losing ground, I'm reaching for you.
Up next, Fight is scheduled for one fall. And the first person coming out to the ring is the Franklin Stein Monster, Luke Franklin.
I'm an angel/demon, man. You know what I'm saying? What makes me a demon is lust. I'm girl crazy, and that's why I couldn't keep my wife. You know what I'm saying? And that's the lust demon.
And his opponent, he is on demon time. A knockout connoisseur, Chris Midas.
Special one and had a little more, and they wondered why I was plumb rotten to the core. It was nothing but an itty bitty demon.
There's a demon inside of me, can I kill it? Hell no. Can I kill it? Hell no. Can I kill it? Hell no. There's a demon inside of me, can I kill it? Hell no. Can I kill it? Hell no. Can I kill it? Hell no. Yo, it make me wanna drink a lot, go up in the pink with knot. This the reason I ain't at ease and currently on the brink of pop. This the reason I sit at the window with the millie, wishing a nigga gon' come break in. It is the reason I be freaking a woman deep in love and making her silly because I done make friends. It is the reason I bang. It is definitely the reason I slang, distributed the cane. The reason I'm super soaking in the pain and starting to love it. It's wanting to give me way more of it. They want me to lug it through the mud and thus the.
This matchup has brutal implications on the line. Of course, already tonight we saw Joshua Lockhart versus Randy Rebel. This matchup is not a Magnificent 16 qualifier. Of course, Luke Franklin has already been announced as a part of the Punch Face Mountain Trio of Ichi and Dazilla. And right now, both men still staggering back up to their feet, trying to find a time, and Midas sending him to the outside once again. And they kick off, but a double leg takedown to Midas on the outside. Just trying to take him all the way down. But Franklin back up, punch to the midsection, grabbed yet again to kick him away. Chopping strikes. As Franklin able to get a combo up into another striking combination. Big man got some nice little torque knees and elbows in there. As Franklin breaks the count back to the outside, and Midas with a chop yet again, going for that kick, not able to capitalize. Nice move. So Midas the one in the ring, locking up for a minute yet again this time. Franklin gets the takedown. Midas getting up, going for that kick. Both men back and forth action. I don't know if either one of them has really had a moment of pure control in this match. Except for Midas right now, possibly able to capitalize. Getting him up for the brainbuster, and oh gosh, sit out. Now Franklin catching him, those knee lifts straight to the gut. As Franklin is trying to chop away any way that he can. See, it's one thing to be a bigger man fighting a smaller opponent. It is one thing to possibly be that bigger man fighting an even bigger man. There's always a bigger fish, and right now, I think that bigger fish might be Midas, trying to hold into and a part of, and big pop-up punch by Luke Franklin as he decimates Chris Midas is getting him up for that pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, no, only a 2 count. Midas with a takedown, really trying to lay away whatever he can do to Luke Franklin, and this is possibly one of the most dangerous parts. Midas' abilities is his ability to do many things well. Going off the top rope, hammering that clothesline, but Franklin able to get the foot up. That ball kicking him away. Grab now, and oh gosh! Just tossing him from the neck, as now Midas bleeding, looking to put Luke Franklin away with the hold. Able to get some fists to the face. Chris Midas. Midas is still able, and now looking to capitalize. Trying to get almost underneath him, but instead unable to do so, and now timing has gone away from the favor. Midas up and down straight with the knee. Spin out as both men now bleeding in this matchup. Into the cover. 2! No! Just a 2 count. Franklin taken down yet again, back into the cover. As I just don't think Midas has been able to fully connect with everything he's been wanting to, and that I don't even know exactly what part he just connected with the face of Luke Franklin. I think it might have been multiples, the knee, the maybe even the double axe handle or the elbow. Anything could possibly open up that wound on the forehead, on the face even more, but even still fighting defiantly. Trying to prepare himself for Magnificent 16. And into the corner now. Big back elbow. But Franklin still just clocking him. But back up and down with a powerbomb for the 3, but no! Chris Midas still looking to be undeniable in this one. But Franklin also will not be denied, taking him back up and down. Awful waffle for the 1, 2. No, still Midas showing what would make him such a valiant fighter. We've seen Midas in Magnificent 16 before. We've seen him have incredible matches. We might see him beat Luke Franklin, but still just a 2 count there. Another kick to the back. Midas might be trying to catch his breath, but in a similar sense, I think he just wants to keep the foot on the gas, feel everything later. It's a moment where adrenaline has to kick in if you want to survive, and right now, Luke Franklin, possibly survival instincts taken into effect, and the spin around into the fist. Some of the heaviest hands here in AMO Wrestling from Luke Franklin. Focusing in on the arm, trying to not only prove that sentiment, but to trying to take out that same weapon in the arsenal of Chris Midas. Is now Luke Franklin looking for that submission, as Midas can't escape it. Too much damage done to the face and body as Luke Franklin walks out your victor here tonight with his eyes set on Magnificent 16. Following contest is set for one fall and is a tag team matchup. Coming to the ring first, she is the AMO Wrestling Women's Champion. And one half of Angel Dust, Melody Psycho.
We are Sex Bob, and we're here to make it.
And her partner, a former AMO Wrestling Women's Champion, Big Daddy Bittersweet Eve Stokes. And together, they are the tag team of Angel Dust. And their opponent, or their first opponent in this tag team, is the Shining Sun, Haruma And the second participant on this team. She is absolute Tilly Barker. Starting off this matchup here, Melody versus Haruma. They're getting underway. Starting off, kick straight to the midsection of Haruma as Melody sets her up against the ropes already. Haruma fighting back. Of course, Melody's still looking for that contender for Magnificent 16. It can be either Tilly or Haruma, or possibly even Eve, as well as any of the other women in this division. We've seen Selena look unstoppable as well. We can see that down the line as well, moving on. But for right now, it is about 2-on-2 action as Melody, just talking about Selena, got the names confused. Haruma moving out of the way as Melody went up and over, as Melody been using the ropes. Kick to the midsection there. Going all the way around, and oh no! Thought we might get a knee lift instead. Haruma caught with a punch, and now getting some knees to the face after another key reversal. Into the cover now. Ooh, only a 1 count. Steve trying to make the move inside. Melody tagging in Eve. One key factor in this matchup might be just the simpleness of the familiarity with your teammate in light of your opponent, as I know. Oh, Eve just missing with that clubbing arm. But the relationship between Eve and Melody goes longer than just this matchup here, as Haruma and Tilly have had some experience against both members of Angel Dust, but they have yet to team up and find that common ground. If anything, they might have more history against one another than they do with each other. So in the matchup here, Melody going up and over, but instead missing. Low kick to the head, and tagging back in Eve. Tilly and Eve now in the ring. Ooh, that knee spear to the midsection over and over again. Tilly just trying to hammer absolutely everything she can into the midsection of Eve, and now going over the ropes, holding on as Melody gets off to watch and just drops her back first on the apron. As Tilly, sights have been set. Rolling in, trying to be grabbed, and taken down. That's a hot girl stunner out of nowhere, catching me off guard. As Melody looks for the cover. 1, 2. As Tilly breaks it up. Eve wasn't even running into the ref there. And oh, tossed off as Melody now switching places. Tagging in Tilly now as Tilly now looking to make the difference. Tagging back in Haruma, as we've seen this almost odd pairing in Haruma and Tilly start working together. That it's a swift kick straight to the face. As Haruma brings her up, and oh gosh, what a knee right underneath the jaw of Eve Stokes into the cover. But Eve grabbing the ropes, luckily ref able to see it. I think it's almost a little bit of maybe even Melody telling the ref to bring attention to it. Something along those lines, you know, there are other factors at play that might have also helped that indecision. Still in control as both women. She tags in Haruma, trying to stay in control as well. As now going up top rope, Melody now. Another opportunity. Now Tilly dragging. Takedown there, back to Melody. As we've seen Tilly and Haruma take full control of this matchup now. Trying to stop into the corner, but Tilly still defiantly gets that boot back up. Grabbing once again into the corner, but no. Instead, yes. Tag team move on display as Melody has to go for a ride. And a shoulder block. And a big shot to the head. Comboing up the strikes And Quali. And just a 1 count as Tilly being even more defiant. Now crawling over to Haruma. And, oh! Big boot up and meets the face of Tilly. Rolling over into the cover now. 1, but no, still kick out as now Tilly back up to her feet again. Strike back and forth. Oh! A cyclone kick from Haruma. Tried to set Eve to rest, but still. And the fans here in AMO love it. That knee strike to Haruma, tagging back in Melody. Getting a quick breather. That is the effectiveness of both of these teams, familial or not, has brought this match to where it is. There's a ripcord and oh gosh! That elbow, that forearm strike. And into recover 2. Haruma showing everything, bouncing off the ropes into the cover now. No, but Melody's still kicking out as it is becoming harder and harder to keep up with this action as possibly might look for that knee strike right to the underneath of Melody now, but Haruma comboing it up. Some of these strikes, as I believe Eve and Tilly are still on the outside. Haruma up and down with the Hurricane Rana. But no, kick levels the conversation. Eve back up to the apron now, going off the ropes and going for that forearm, but just unable to fully connect with it. As now locking up yet again off the into the corner now. As Melody head bouncing off the turnbuckle. She falls down. Oh gosh, that kick right to the side of the head of Melody yet again, and the eyes are glazed over. Rolls through, not able to connect as now Melody, I think, absorbs some of the damage to connect with that clothesline. And oh gosh. Of course, following this matchup, we have our main event to decide who will be the junior heavyweight contender. But for right now, we're having an absolute tag team clinic as Eve tagged back in. Shot to the midsection. Once again now as Eve taking down Haruma. To the top rope, and Eve uncharacteristically top rope, going down but missing with that knee. Instead, taking Haruma up and dropping her jackknife. 1, but no, Tilly already in the ring. As now Haruma taking this opportunity, taking some shots. into the midsection of Eve Stokes. As now, Tilly sending her over into the corner. A forearm strike back and forth, paintbrushing. Just a frustrating combination on display there by Tilly. Getting her back up on her feet. And oh gosh, going for that shot, ducks underneath. As Eve sending her to the outside. And now, beating in the chest. And oh, beating in the chest, now stopping in the back of the neck of Tilly. To count of 5, and Eve getting sent, while Tilly sending all the way to the apron. Up to the count of 6. And Eve goes to the outside but gets caught. Uncharacteristic as it might be. But Eve getting put in a hold, and oh gosh, Tilly taking a shot at Melody, but Melody grabbing a hold of it. Back and forth on the outside as Melody takes down Tilly. As now Eve back on her feet now. Taking a hold, and oh gosh, a knee strike straight to the face as Haruma has to think smart here. Do you go and try to defend and take that risk, or do you just sort of sit and wait, and at a 7 count, Eve goes back outside the ring, missing with a kick, Tilly with a forearm, and takes her up and down, but no, Eve rolls through the takedown. Shot to the midsection now. And oh gosh, neck breaker, and I believe the head wasn't even on close to the padding. Ref up to a count of 6. As I think the blood is just getting worse and worse between these two teams. We're up to a count of 9. We should head to a count of 20 here. And now Tilly tagging in Haruma, making a smart decision to get out of the ring, as Eve gonna have to figure out a similar situation to if she needs to tag out to Melody, or if she wants to try to bear down on this matchup here. And she decides to tag out as well. Both women seemingly making a smart decision. And right now, Melody, oh gosh, twists through into that DDT for the 3, but no Tilly there to break it up. As this matchup has gone a full distance, as Melody going all the way around, catching Tilly with that big jumping knee, dropping Haruma on the back of the knee as well. Sending her into the corner now. Haruma looking to possibly end it all. And oh no, grabbing the ropes this time is Melody. As we could have saw the end of the match as we know it. But only a 2 count even still without the ropes. Now back in the ring here. As Haruma still just trying to figure out what exactly to do, possibly put this team away. And oh, a knee strike from Eve now, but Haruma still on her feet. Going up into a brain buster by Eve now. Tagging back in Melody. Gosh, just driving end over end the knee to that jaw of Haruma. Catching her on that fisherman suplex. Twist around that forearm on display yet again. And there we go. This has to do it. From Melody with love, but still only a 2 count. As Tilly caught some of the... Oh gosh! Tilly waited for her opportunity and absolutely leveled Melody, who took a couple shots at the non-legal Tilly in this match, and now Eve tagged back in, but Haruma still foot firmly down on the gas. Tagging back in Tilly, who just rung the bell of Melody with that form. I've never quite seen something as brutal, completely uncalled for in some situations than I just saw from Tilly. I think Melody even still and gosh, going to take down once again. And oh gosh, Tilly with the boot and now the knee as they're up to a count of 5. As this matchup, if you don't like this matchup, you don't like women. You just hate women. It's not even anything. You just don't like. Then that's wild to me. But now, the takedown from Eve at 9. We've been fighting and scrapping from both sides. We might reach the point of a countout. We are at a count of 14. Count of 15 as Eve back off the barricade. The half and half as Eve got to get back up at her feet. We're at a count of 19 now, I believe. Now we're at a count of 19. But Eve just now getting on her feet. And it's a count of 20 as Haruma and Tilly pick up a victory over Angel Dust. But Angel Dust remains unpinned in this matchup as well. As I believe 30 minutes was not even enough to hold either of these four winning down, as next week we're gonna have to have a decisive answer. But right now, the win goes to Tilly and Haruma.
今この瞬間走り続けなきゃ夢に近づけない
The following contest is a fatal four-way to determine your number one contender for the AMO Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Championship. Coming to the ring first, he is Christopher Garcia.
When I wanted to say that you were everything right, and it wasn't you and me that changed. Now I gotta go it alone, but I will never give up. No, I'll never give up. What am I fighting for? There must be something more. For all these words I sing, do you feel anything? Said I'm okay, but I know how to lie. You were all that I had.
Second participant in this matchup comes from the Kevin Fast Gym. He is the fastest man in wrestling. He is Kevin Fast.
One way to find out, must keep on moving ahead. No time for guessing, follow my plan instead. Trust in what you can see. Take my lead, I'll set you free. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I'll make it through, prove it to you. Follow me. Oh yeah. Follow me. Oh yeah.
The third participant in this matchup is one half of the tag team known as The Squad. He is Trey Baker.
Damn you. Yeah. Get my gun, we got the rubber Wells Fargo. Custom bros, we gonna get a whole carload. With my dogs, we pull up looking like a car show. Smoke a blunt and then she get up on my narco. Father God in heaven above, I come to you as humbly as I know how. Off hella the drugs and I'm out of my mind. In the meantime, I'ma just smoke this loud. Put the shit on my tongue and the shit is slow. Hit a shot of Hennessy just to wash it down. I'm a white prince, got me talking proper now. I got the BT still, so I'm hopping out. Yeah, he without sin cast the first song to a nigga with a gun. Nigga running your home one don't shot niggas and never look at them wrong again. Oh my god, on this licking. The car twisted, coming to this. So I'ma did some of the fun, none of your sister. Come, give me some tongue, get it on yum, fun, yum, I'm twisted. Whatever I said, I don't know what I said, I don't give a fuck. You getting this? You recording this? Are you getting this? Woo! Yo, those are just falling the
And the final participant in this matchup he is the absolute fiend, a freak, a kaiju. He is Godzilla.
You fuck it, I said it. Pop on your titties. New York City, pretty committee. Pity the fool that act shitty in the midst of the calm, the witty.
Yo, shut the fuck up. Luck says shut the fuck up. Bitches in the back like crack getting cut up. I speak on behalf of them bros, you gon' stuck up. Act like a man and get cock smack the fuck up. Pull a truck up. Luck, you know the name, lame. I suppose what you spitting is flames. Coward, knew your crew is vaginal. I can smell the Dutch powder. Summer's Eve, I drop degrees chill. Come 4x4, lose one like Drew Hill. Stay fly till you get air sick. Now that's it. Two choices, either squeeze or pill. Now that's real.
What the fuck's going on here? Just a minute now, hold up. Finish the win at the time, and a minute you finish and roll up. But I'm in a cinematized, the risky state of mind. My rap flip, say the rhyme, shit. Spectacular run, hit spit, bitches vernacular. Miraculous rhyme flow, backtrack to the immaculate. But knock a blast, nigga, that's fast, I'll box ya. Ladies rock to tatas, bras, titties and knockers on the floor. Fellas, pull your cock out on the verge, disperse birds for third round knockout.
All four men ready to square off as this matchup has started. Of course, this matchup is actually set as elimination as well, so we will not only figure out who is the number one contender, but we will have zero contention really to see who will be that person. So it'll be the last man in this matchup. And this matchup, of course, Dazilla, the only one who's already been announced for Magnificent 16. That does not disqualify him from championship contention. However, so right now, other people in this matchup here, Kevin Fast really has only had one loss, and I believe that was actually to Dante Ashford, so we could also be seeing a rematch at Magnificent 16. Trey Baker has been in tag team action, tag team contention with his partner Big Saucy for a while, but the ninth participant in Magnificent 16 will actually be Big Saucy. So you can have the junior and heavyweight champion both walk out as members of the squad at Magnificent 16. So Baker has that contention right now. The last man in this matchup is Christopher Garcia, former champion. It is a short list of former champions for the juniors, as right now he was the second ever. Of course, Dante was the one who beat him, having that opportunity for retribution and retaliation, as this matchup absolutely popping off as all four men giving it everything they got in this main event here. No Dazilla getting out of the way now. Coming back to the action. Of course, we have one more show before Magnificent 16. That will be actually sooner than you might think. No date fully expected. Expected this weekend. However, we have some huge matchups of a last qualifying chance for some people to get into Magnificent 16. We will also have a special guest for a matchup. All of that will be announced through Twitter very shortly. But right now, pin attempt from Kevin Faston. Christopher Garcia almost having to give up that opportunity right here and now, but Kevin once again laying on top for only another 2 count. No spinning around Trey Baker. Lone man in the ring with Kevin Fast now. Couple backhands and a drop kick. And a monstrous kick to the back. Trying to get him up on his feet, grabbing him, lifting him up as Kevin takes him down. Into the cover now. 1, 2. And no, still only a 2 count. But what Kevin's really doing a good thing. He's keeping on with those pin attempts. He wants to make sure that this does not stay a fatal 4-way forever. As right now, Trey Baker, a big boot, and Christopher Garcia, that gourd buster spaced out. As now, going that 450 elbow, but Kevin moves out the way. As no, Trey Baker also looking for that knee bar, but instead Dazilla bouncing off the ropes into a splash, and oh gosh, the tide's turning very frequently in this matchup. Dodging off the ropes is now Kevin. Oh, shot to the back. And a takedown. Trying to disarm him, but Dazilla with that Saito suplex into the cover. 1, 2. And no, still only a 2 count. Everybody's still in this matchup. As we have surpassed the hour mark here in AMO Wrestling. And we still have 3 more pinfalls to happen. Oh gosh! Kevin Fast doing some crazy adjustments off of that springboard as Dazilla still focusing in on Trey Baker. As Trey in a bad place. But Kevin Fast might have just saved Trey Baker with that UFO into the splash for the cover. 1, 2, and still only a 2 count. Dazilla, Kevin, and Trey Baker all in the ring, hanging him out to dry. Kevin might have regretted, but no, able to get that elbow up, and it is a painful game of ping pong for Trey Baker as Dazilla and Kevin both just trying to finish it, and that brutal power bomb, and both men off the ropes, but no, this time Trey Baker's the one who moves out the way, but the stereo splashes from Kevin Fast and Dazilla. As now, the lung blower into the cover. 1, 2, and no, still a 2 count, but Kevin Fast now picking up Christopher Garcia. Getting him up. Fast, pin your seatbelt, and he's down. Trying to finish it once and for all. Garcia up in the air, and oh gosh, that painful spine buster. Wrenching at the arm now, taking him up. And oh! Might have almost been an unintentional breakup. Getting him back up on his feet. And the ripcord, and oh gosh! Sending Trey Baker head over himself for the 3 count as we have the first elimination. We're down to Christopher Garcia, Dazilla, and Kevin Fast. 1 man will go on to fight Dante Ashford at Magnificent 16 as Garcia with a beautiful bridging German. And now going for that pump handle driver onto Kevin Fast. We might be down to 2 just like that, but no. Zilla trying to hype himself up, doesn't realize Christopher Garcia sending him over into the corner, staring him down, grabbing a hold now, lifting the knees into the midsection. And now just face washing off the ropes, and a boot once again. That's Kevin trying to finish off the ropes yet again, that back elbow. Oh, going high, but instead Kevin Fast goes low as Garcia gets him up, fireman carry position, and oh, what a punch straight to the face of Kevin Zilla. Kind of just hanging out on the outside right now. Might be a blessing in disguise. But right now, crush. What a sound to the chop into the senton. Going up top. 450 elbow into the cover. 1, 2, 3. No! Kevin Fast still alive. Zilla in the corner, both men, and now Kevin Fast just laying there, possibly completely knocked out as Dezilla whipcord into that lariat yet again. 1, 2, 3, and Dezilla making a statement, but oh gosh, what a unique, and Kevin with a fast 10. Your seatbelt for 1, 2, 3, and Kevin Fast might have just stole one. What a matchup between those 4 men. Kevin Fast possibly could have been knocked out, but instead still able to find that little bit inside to kick out of that 450 elbow drop, and is able to capitalize and walk to Magnificent 16 to challenge for the junior heavyweight title, as we will see you guys later for more AMO Wrestling.